Hello everyone, this is Sean from Sean's Toy Room, and as promised at the end of last week, I'm here to open up the remaining Star Trek movie figures that I possess. Of course, we'll open them up in order. Start with Commander Kruge from Star Trek III. And as you can see, he has his card. There's the figure. There's a pretty good likeness of the Christopher Lloyd. And it says, see, Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. So, of course, keep that sticker. And he comes with his Klingon communicator, tricorder, disruptor, and rifle. Though he only uses these three things in the movie. I've never seen him using the phaser rifle myself. So we'll open him up first. Okay, so I got the card back off, pretty undamaged. You can see that here. And there is Kruge in his plastic. So he's, unlike the Motu Origins figures, he's not tied in place. There he is. And while his accessories might be tied in place, it's not too much of a struggle to get them out of the package. So there's his Klingon tricorder, and there is, or maybe that's it. That's the tricorder. I recognize it. You recognize it from Star Trek III. So this is the communicator. There's the detail. There's the Klingon phaser. That must be the sight. I can't imagine. That must be the sight. I can't imagine. No, it is the sight. As you see. Something like that. And there's the Klingon rifle, which isn't that large. Okay, so we're gonna... And of course he's got his base. So I'll set him up on his base and we'll get that picture. Oh, and don't forget to use the base as the bag in which his accessories are contained. I mean, you can use his card bag as well. That might work, actually. Okay, let's see here. All right. There is his card. And the other side is all his information. Now, you see how it has the Genesis planet background, but it's the same image of him on his captain's chair. So that bag can be saved, but I think the better bag to use for the accessories is the one that the base is in, because it's slightly smaller. So let's see, right hand, let's try this one. There. That's pretty good. Assuming he doesn't wobble too much and fall off his base. So let's see. His arm stretches. Let's see if he can hold the phaser. Now, Klingon disruptor. I forget if he held it in his left hand or his right hand when he was threatening Kirk on the Genesis planet and Kirk's crew, but let's see if we can get it in his hand at least. Seems he can only hold things in his left hand because of the curled fingers in his right. They really should have curled them all equally. But we'll put him in front of his card back and get the proper pictures anyway. There we are. So there's his picture, which can be cropped for the thumbnail, and now we'll turn to opening up Marta from Star Trek VI. Well, before I cut into Marta too much, there is her card. As you can see, her card back is dented, but don't worry, I have a duplicate carded figure one I can sell who is properly intact. You can see her tools there. And of course the motion picture line, so she might be the last in it. So there's still a few figures to get. General Chang, Savick, Uhura, and Khan. There's the Marta card back with the Star Trek 6 logo in the middle. I have to do a little trimming on the card back to get the last little bits of hanging plastic out of the way. Here's her base, the bag will be used to house the accessories. So her name tag is on straight, that's good. Here's Marta herself. Now, let's see. Oh, her arm does bend, but it's in a weird... Ooh, it seems a little reluctant. Oh, there we go. You just have to twist the arm a bit, and now it wants to bend. Okay, good. Let's try the other one. Twist the upper arm joint a bit. Now the arm bends. Okay, so that's the clue. You don't try to get the arm to bend unless the upper arm joint is twisted enough. Okay, now her legs do bend, as you can see. And this is the collector number on the foot. Come on, focus. Focus. Oh, is that upside down? There's the collector number on the foot. It's kind of hollow plastic, isn't it? Her scarf does move a bit. I don't know if she'd be able to take the jacket off. Her head doesn't turn that much. So she's got a couple of accessories, although I only see... Oh, they're all... Oh, look at that. Her leg irons. Well, I don't think they're going to fit around her ankles. However, could they fit around her... Yes, they could. Now, I know that's not how it was in the movie, but it's the only thing thin enough for her irons to fit around are her wrists. There. Now, I know that's not how she was in the movie, but that's about the best we can do, given that. So she's got her mining tools and everything. There you go. See the accessories. And the tiny one, which is the flare, which Kirk sarcastically said, "Don't tell me that flare is standard prison issue." It's so they can find us. Okay, so we'll put the accessories in her bag for now, including the leg irons, which are... Oh, look. Actually, the plastic expands, so her leg irons could work. And the plastic is bendable. See? Alright, so we put her on her stand. There you go. Turn. There she is. There you go with her accessories, and that is her picture. And now we can get back and... Ooh, wait a minute. Let's get the cards out. There we go. There is the thumbnail of the figures. So that is the end of the video for this week. Let's put the figures on the shelves and the card backs away, and we'll go from there. I'm just going to add all the cards into the Admiral Kirk card box. Card bag. Okay, so there we go. 2 figures on the clear stand. And based on this width, with their accessories beside them, you could fit 2 here. So that's 4, 8, 12. It's a bit less than I'd hoped for, but it is practically equal to what you get from the Motu Origins. because they're approximately the same scale. And don't worry, once this shelf is in there, you should be able to fit 4 figures in front. So 16 plus, you never know, you could fit some figures beside them as well. So, what am I going to open next week as far as Star Trek figures? Next week, I will open the only 2 remaining movie figures I have from Star Trek Generations. You've got 24 Enterprise B Scotty and Dr. Soren, because Dr. Soren spent some time on the Enterprise B before he got caught up in the Nexus. So it only makes sense for those to be the next 2 figures. Now look at this. Very interesting. Scotty's print is embedded on his card. Soren has a sticker. So of course that sticker is going to have to be cut off and put in the middle of the card base. All right. So that's all for now. Now I have a Generations Captain Kirk, of course. In fact, might as well show you him. Here we go. And he has a 24th century base, as you can see. But you see they've got the proper captain rank on his shoulder, the lack of gold piping there. Yep. And of course the captain rank on the sleeve and everything. So yes, I might as well continue now with the Generation subline. And, you know, that'll continue from having opened up the First Contact subline a couple years ago. So I'll open up all the Star Trek Generations figures and then move on from there. So that's all for this week from Sean's Toy Room, and we'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.